I see you, Jake Sully, and hear you, Pink Floyd. Welcome to Sync Floyd, the only podcast where we watch every movie ever made in an unfortunate quest to find out what film syncs perfectly with Pink Floyd's 1973 magnum opus, The Dark Side of the Moon. My name is Gareth Blackler, and with me is James Barron.
Hello, Gareth. It's me, James Barron. I see you as well. Yeah, it's going great here because we haven't just seen, but we've just seen Avatar, the 2009 film, the epic.
Oh yeah, not just Avatar, the 2009 film, which
Yeah.
I feel like you have to call it, otherwise people will confuse it with the popular cartoon.
Yeah, it's not Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's
Yeah.
regular Avatar, the blue boys up in the sky. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And it's not just that. We've watched the 3-hour director's special edition version.
yes, the extended cut.
Yeah.
Because why not? If we're diving into like a massive movie, why not do the extended edition? You know,
That's true.
I think it adds only about 20 minutes more to the film's runtime.
Only.
Yeah.
Did you? Okay. Let's get into it.
Okay.
How do you feel about Avatar?
Okay. So I've got an extensive history with Avatar, right?
Ooh.
I like it when it came out. It was like. I think 3D movies had just started happening, and it was one of those ones that was like, you've got to see this, it's crazy in 3D. And we were like fresh out of high school or something like that, or in
Yeah.
our last years of high school. And so I went to see it, and my mind was blown open by the 3D, Gareth. I loved it.
Whoa.
At the time, I freaking loved it, and I went to see it in the cinema 3 times, which
Whoa.
probably cost me
One
like
for every day.
$60 or something insane.
Oh my gosh.
but yeah, I really, really enjoyed it just because of like all the crazy effects and stuff in this movie. But yeah, like looking back at it now, like kind of crazy that I spent so much watching it. But hey, I've got more to reveal about my history with Avatar. But I'm gonna ask you the same question about what are your thoughts about it going in?
I think my feelings on the film are maybe the same as a lot of people's in that I don't know what my feelings on the film are.
Yeah.
I saw it quite late in the season. I think you'd hyped it up for me quite a lot.
That sounds
and
right.
I went in guns a-blazing, ready to have my mind blown. I was expecting a big blue person to reach out and me to get scared, like think
Yeah.
it was real. And then instead it was just like a kind of average blockbuster. And at one point I remember distinctly being like, oh, this is just like the other 3D, really.
Kind of true.
Like, I didn't quite get it. I might have been in a bad seat. But then, yeah, along with the rest of the world, I stopped thinking about Avatar. The only person who's still thinking about it is obviously James Cameron and maybe the New Zealand government, because I think
Yeah.
Avatar's about to make us a lot of money.
Oh, mate, we're looking forward to 2021, 2022, when Avatar
Yeah.
2 is finally released.
Yeah.
There's a fantastic time-lapse video that I think Neil Cicerega put together, but it's of just the shifting date of Avatar 2's release date. Like,
Oh,
a
wow.
time-lapse of, like, that constantly changing. It's amazing.
What was it originally meant to, when was it meant to come out?
It was, like, shortly after. I want to say, like, only 3 years after, so 2012,
Oh, wow.
I think, was the original set release date. And so this would be, like, 9 to 10 years after that.
Yeah.
Which hopefully speaks to just the grand success that Avatar 2 is going to see. It's going to be well worth the wait. My goodness.
I'm so confused because, like, people went to see Avatar because they're like, wow, it's something you've never seen before. You've got to see it.
Yeah.
But now people know what it is, and it's also been a lot of years. Will people go see it? Will it be another hit?
I think it will... It'll be a hit, but I don't think it will, like, in the terms of, like, it'll make enough money to, like, fulfill its budget or whatever. But I don't
okay.
think it'll have the same kind of hype that the first one had, because it was, like, the
Yeah.
first big 3D experience. Unless somehow, like, James Cameron invents some kind of new cinematic thing alongside the launch of Avatar 2. Like, where it's the first movie plugged straight into your brain or something. Like, that's the only way I could see it, like, exceeding expectations, honestly.
Well, that's sort of been what they've been saying is like he had to wait for technology to catch up on terms of like water motion capture.
Okay.
So maybe, I don't know, people really like, okay. Because when you open your eyes underwater, you don't see that well. So maybe they'll make seeing underwater better.
Wow.
Blue people.
He fixes light penetration of water in Avatar. That's just a fact of life that he changes. Man, I'm looking forward to that.
That's the first film you leave the cinema rubbing chlorine out of your eyes.
Oh, wow. That's great. Thanks, James. Yeah. Amazing.
Hey, thanks, James, for choosing this film that we now will talk about.
Yeah, but we probably have to dive in because it was like a close to 3-hour experience. I think, like, counting the credits, what we watched was like 2 hours 58 minutes.
It was a way longer experience for me, and I have to fill you in on what. Oh my gosh, okay. So we recorded our Magic Mike XXL episode. Early on a Sunday morning, and I was like, okay, I kind of have a bit of trouble like warming up, getting ready for something that involves like being in my room and sitting down. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna eat this big vegan donut just before we start. Mm-hmm. So I scoffed that, and I was riding on a sugar high for an entire XXL episode.
Right. I couldn't tell.
And then I think the crash.
No, sorry.
What was that?
No, go.
The crash came the second Avatar began.
Oh no.
Yeah. And I was just like out of it. Like I don't think I've eaten that strong a sugar in like a couple months now.
Yeah.
And like definitely not in the morning. So I was just like spacing out. Like I ended up having to pause the film, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go achieve something. And then like I had my sheets on the line. So I was like, okay, I'm going to bring those in, and they're still damp. So I'm going to take them to the laundromat.
Okay.
So I went down to the laundromat with my laptop under my arm, ready to keep watching Pink Floyd.
Okay.
Avatar.
Yeah.
And I can't find the laundromat, so I'm just walking around with my sheets on quite a busy road.
What? Hey, hold up. What, you can't find the laundromat. How does this happen? You've got a fucking laptop with you. I've never been to the laundromat
before. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hold on, yeah.
It's a brand new, like, you've never been to this laundromat, so it's like, it's hidden, or like...
No, it's pretty old. It was a big donut, okay?
Okay, hey, it was hitting you hard, I'll allow it, but like, this is a bleak situation. You're just wandering the streets wrapped in your own wet sheets.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's like you're like a pilgrim on a like horrible journey.
Oh.
This isn't what I intended when I chose the film for you, Gareth.
It kind of messed me up. Like,
I'm sorry.
Even just when we started recording, I spilled a whole bunch of water. Like, I think there's some sort of Avatar curse.
Oh shit. Oh no. Man, so you're sopping wet again, like covered in water, that's just the curse of the movie. Yeah, you're like, man, a discomfort time for you, no matter what. We better get through this then.
Yeah. What I'm worried about is like, so I watched Avatar at the end of 2009, and like, my life goes pretty well from there. Grow up, become a adult. I'm doing fine. What if then this is the Avatar viewing that cancels that out?
No, surely not. Like, if it's
my Avatar era.
It might be like, it's sort of a trial thing, right? Like, it's a tough time while you're doing it, while you're watching it, or in and around watching it, as the case may be. But once you're through it, you improve as a person. You grow up a bit more, and like, over the next 10 years, you're going to see grand growth, and that's only due to James Cameron's Avatar.
So I should check in on Avatar every
10 or so years.
10 or so years. Okay.
And it's a trial that you go through. Can't stress that enough.
Yeah. I kind of love it now.
Yeah.
It's won me back.
Shall we dive into the film with that being settled?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's like, I've got unanswered questions about your trip to the laundromat, but... Man.
Maybe I'll sprinkle those through.
Okay.
When I feel like I've blacked it out quite a lot as well.
Oh no. Hopefully you haven't blacked out this movie.
What was that?
Hopefully you haven't blacked out this movie, We'll see.
We'll get to it, but there's a lot of notes I do not remember taking.
Alright. I'm excited.
Okay.
Alright, we're going to start the film. Here we go. listeners. So we get the starting up clocks. We're flying over Pandora's landscape. Pandora is a moon, I guess, of a big blue planet. It's where the avatars live.
Yeah.
Where the boys live. But yeah, that's just like a little intro bit. And then we get like cut straight to stuff that was cut from the film. I'm pretty sure this wasn't in the theatrical cut. I saw it 3 times, so I would take myself as an authority.
You're the expert.
But I haven't seen it in many years. But yeah, we got like future like Blade Runner ass Earth here. Over Breathe. It's looking pretty cool, honestly. I honestly quite like this sequence. It adds like a little bit of context. It never comes back or anything, but you know, introduced to Jake, our main character.
Yeah, Sam Worthington.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Sam Worthington?
Oh, not great. Pretty wooden. But he's like playing like a jar-head like soldier type character, and he does that pretty well, I guess. But like it just feels kind of contrived when he like comes around and he's like, "Oh, I love the people. I've learned so much," you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like,
and it's so bonkers that he was like unknown, and then just because he got cast in this, he got cast in everything in 2009 and 2010.
Yeah. There you go.
Like, they were like, you know what Terminator needs? Some Sam Worthington.
Sure
you know what
does.
will bring back Clash of the Titans? Sam Worthington.
Man, he was in that too. God.
Oh yeah, and Wrath of the Titans, I think.
That's a bad time for him in his career. He got kind of set up to fail, I feel like. Avatar must have made a shitload of money, honestly. Holy moly. Anyway, yeah, so, they're throwing him getting thrown out of this bar at the, like, and then they throw his wheelchair at him out the back door. That just made me laugh. I thought that was quite funny and, like, cartoony, honestly, because they didn't need to do that.
No, that's, like, I guess it really shows that Earth's gotten real bad when you're treating, like... Yeah.
He did start a fight in a bar. Like,
get
him out of there, but I just thought it was real funny that they threw that at him. I want to talk about, real quick, the terrifying Mega Morgue. We find out his brother is dead, and he's in this, like, weird little coffin, like, cardboard coffin, in this huge facility with thousands of these coffins.
Yeah.
Again, this is like painting the future as this bleak, like, nightmare future or whatever, but man, I thought this was wild.
It's a very upsetting note to, like, start your film on.
Yeah, definitely. I can see why all this was cut. Like, I don't know, maybe the, like, Mega Morgue bit was in the film. I don't remember, like, the shot showing everyone around and, like, how extensive this facility is, but I could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure all of the Earth stuff wasn't in it.
Yeah. But
which
it
is
just
good,
starts with, like, him waking up in cryosleep, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
But there was also a very, very unpleasant CGI cremation of his twin brother.
Deeply unpleasant. Because that's just Sam Worthington again, but, like, surrounded by flames. Dang. So the race towards an early grave is the line that plays over in Breathe here. It plays over him burning.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I missed that.
Pretty good. Because it's an early grave, quite literally. We're into On the Run. There's, like, weird airplane sounds as the ship is flying past the screen because he's going on this mission. He's, like, replaced his brother in part of the mission because he's genetically identical, or because they're identical twins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
silly.
Then
he's been frozen for 5 years, which I think's pretty wild that they kept that.
Yeah. That's like classic, like, stasis, static animation kind of sci-fi shit. Par for the course, if you ask me.
Yeah, because they did that in Aliens as well, right? Like, they're frozen for so long.
What's the thing? Like, if you're sending people into space, like, and they're going any major distance, like outside of the solar system, they're going to have to be put in some kind of static animation. Otherwise, they'll be dead before they get anywhere. You know?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Because space is so bloody huge.
Yeah.
That's the thing about it. Yeah.
So he lands on Pandora.
Yes.
And all these people are giving him such, like, looks. Like, oh my god, someone in a wheelchair? I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
While they're, like, surrounded by, like, you know, killer plants and huge mechs and, like, all this insane stuff.
Yeah. It's pretty...
Which I thought was
pretty
rude,
but, like...
Yeah.
Think about, like, the just the cost of like the extra cost of bringing someone with a disability into space would be like astronauts are like peak physical condition, right? Because they don't want anything to go wrong up in space.
Yeah.
So like having someone with legs that don't work is like kind of a liability for.
Oh yeah.
So that must be why they're like freaking out about it. But still, like he's so valuable to the company that they're willing to like go through with this anyway because of the Avatar project that they've sunk millions into, which we're about to get to.
Oh yeah.
We meet a character named Norm Spellman. Who
I don't like Norm Spellman.
No, I don't either. I've written in my notes that that's the most normcore name. Like,
Yeah.
it, like unironically, like I know that Norm is in normcore, but dude, like that's out of control, dorky.
And the original draft, his name was Norm Cheeseman.
Wow.
Yeah.
God damn, the writing though. Okay. All right, but yeah, my next note. After that, we've got fucking Sigourney Weaver's in this film, and she's,
Yeah.
like I love her introduction because she's coming out of like a little pod and immediately starts demanding a cigarette, which is like just such the vibe for Sigourney Weaver's like acting career. She's like found herself in another fucking sci-fi movie, and she's like, oh god, just give me a cigarette. Let's get going.
That was actual footage of when she's not in sci-fi movies, she sleeps in a pod, and that was actual footage of the actress waking up and being like, oh, here I am, give me a cigarette.
Yeah. Like, alright, I'm on set, but only if I can smoke the whole time.
Yeah.
Hot damn.
And she, my notes, see, they're already getting bonkers. She gets angry at Jake's existence.
Yes.
To Great Gig and kind of furiously bobs her head to the rhythm.
Oh, I like that, yeah.
Yeah.
She can hear it. She's been listening to it in the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they also, I'm assuming this is the same scene, there's the huge Na'vi, or the huge titular avatars.
Yes.
And their big pods.
Yes.
Just big, blue, and naked, which 2009, good big year for being big, blue, and naked with the release of Watchmen.
Yeah, true. Actually, same
Yeah.
year. Oh, man.
And they place the scientist in a way that he's constantly censoring that Na'vi, which, you know, thank you.
Yeah, fair enough. You don't want to see the, like, blue hanging dong like you do in Watchmen all the time.
No.
No, not so good. Before this, there's, like, fucking Parker is the name of the, like, CEO type that's here on the...
Yeah.
And he's behind all the activity here, representing the big company, or whatever it is. And they're after an element called unobtainium, which is, like, that's something, again, that I feel like it should have been changed from the script. Because unobtainium is literally a trope that is like, oh, it's this element that is really expensive and really useful, and no one knows, it's not important what it does. Like, it's a thing in sci-fi stories, but, like, you could have called it something else, guys. Come on.
That's the thing. Everyone jumps in to defend unobtainium for, like, you know, it is actually a scientific term, but it's like James Cameron could choose any word he wants for the script.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like,
that's still dumb.
Everything else is made up. Like, he's made up, like, a whole language and all kinds of other crazy shit. Like, why not? Fucking hell. Anyway. Yeah, so they're, like, gonna jack into these avatars for the first time over Great Gig playing.
Yeah.
We get in, like, there's loads of, like, holographic screen readouts, which I think is a 3D consideration. Like, being able to see all these, like, like, big wormholes and shit. just on these screens. Getting real interesting in case you're getting bored, I don't know.
Yeah, you need something shiny in 3D.
But yeah, we're getting money over this, which I think is quite ironic. Yeah. And then
the pod is closed right at the end of side 1 of the album.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Really, like, yeah.
Right at the end of Money. Cool.
Yeah. Well, no, right at the end of Great Gig, sorry.
Oh, yes, right at the end of Great Gig.
Yeah.
Yeah, Money's side 2. Right, you are. Yeah, so he's... our boy, Jake... Is it Jake or Jack?
Jake Sully.
Jake Sully, that's right. Yeah, he gets to run in his, like, avatar for the first time. So we aren't really sure if his, like, legs are, like, have always been... Like, if he's always been disabled or not. But, yeah, he gets to, like, run around, and that must be really cool.
Yeah. It's kind of cool that it doesn't make a big deal about that being his like whole motivation.
Yeah. He gets to like have a second life, a second shot at life, kind of.
Yeah. Also, Pink Floyd sing both hands when he looks at his sweet new blue hands.
Oh yeah. A weird thing about this, his hands have four fingers and a thumb, like a human does. But the Na'vi, the actual Na'vi, only have three fingers and a thumb on their hands.
Oh.
I would have thought that they would have noticed that key difference. Presumably,
Do you mean the scientists or
no? The like the
filmmakers?
Na'vi people, the like actual people would have noticed that like weird thing. Like you've got an extra finger, you know?
What do you do with that?
Yeah, I guess it's like a scientific consideration, being like it would be weird not having another finger. Like, what do those nerves do? But yeah, I don't know. They have tails. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, this movie's fucking weird. Yeah, so we got like Money doing it solo, like going away as he's coming back to the real world, and then fucking Michelle Rodriguez is in this film from Fast 8. I was stoked.
Another repeat.
Yeah, another crossover. I can't believe it. Like, man, Hollywood must be a smaller world than we think it is, you know? Fuck. The amount of crossover that we've gotten alone is pretty unreal. But yeah, she's here. She's like a helicopter pilot type person. And she, like, ends up being, like, having a good role in the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, she gets some, like... She might even shake out to be my favourite character.
Wow. Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, oh man, I can't even think of who my favourite character would be. It's not like a character movie for me, really.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm not thinking about the characters so much as, like, all the crazy shit that's happening in my eyeballs, you know?
Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
A bad thing, really, overall.
Yeah.
Like, for 2009, James, it was pretty cool. Cause
you're like, I hate learning about people.
Yeah, I was like, man, this is visually awesome. I'm going to see this 3 times. But then, like, now I've, like, need a little bit more from my movies, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if it helps you know where I am with this film, the only film I've seen 3 times in the theatre was Lady Bird, so...
Okay.
I love my characters.
Yeah, that's a very character-heavy movie, for sure.
Yeah. No one jacks into a big blue alien in that film. Not even in the background.
You couldn't say that it wouldn't be improved if they did, though.
Just like she's going off to school and you just see her dad quickly like jack in his avatar.
That's his job, man.
Wait, what? Excuse me?
What he's up to. You don't know what he's doing.
Sure.
Yeah. So we've got us and them now, as the general is asking Jake to be like an insider spy for him, basically. He's playing both sides, right? He's with the scientists and then... But this general guy is being like, get the intel I need so I can get them, you know? I can get the stuff and we can all go home. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he promises him he's going to get, like, I think he even says new legs when he gets back to Earth.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like the general's my favorite character. I know he's the bad guy and, like, is a complete psycho. But I think
so much so.
I think he's like pretty cool. He's got a great look, and he's like he does so many badass things in this movie that I can't help but love him. You know?
There's a point like way deep into the final battle where like he stops even kind of being like a person and he's just evil.
He's just a force of evil, yeah.
Yeah.
He just is doing things because, like, it's part of the plot, I guess, at that point. He's just, like, it doesn't, like, he's already lost and is just continuing on. Pretty fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they, like, we're getting through it now. Like, well, we aren't at all. There's so much more.
No.
Oh, my God. They're, like, flying over the, like, waterfall thing. They're like, I think at this point they're like getting out of here. They're like moving the base, right? Or is that happening later? I don't know.
That's way later. Yeah.
They're just like flying. They're in the avatars and they're like flying into the woods to do some recon stuff. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they fly over a big waterfall, which is really nice. There's like some crazy Jim Henson-ass flora and fauna about, like weird, giant, colorful plants. Which is pretty fun.
I liked a lot of the animals there. There's later, we'll get to them, but there's like these wet dogs that I did not like.
Yeah. So I think like most of the money went into designing this insane world. and like making everything work. I feel like that's like James Cameron put way too much thought into like all of this stuff, like the evolutionary lines of everything.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, like I don't know, it's just it's cool, but like it didn't really pay off for me. But yeah,
I think he had to write the film in order to justify his world more than anything.
yeah, I guess so. And what he wrote wasn't like that exciting or new. It's pretty like this film's been compared a lot of times to like the plot of Pocahontas is basically the same thing, which is I don't know.
Yeah, not really stacking up great in 2020.
No, definitely not. But anyway,
Yeah.
Our boy Jake is like running around enjoying himself, checking out this crazy world. He's slapping these like spiral shells that retreat into their little
Yeah, that's right.
into their little bulbs, and he slaps one of them and it reveals like a big rhino boy who's here.
Yeah.
And any color you like starts when this rhino's like squaring off against him, which is exciting stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
And then he like has to like staunch out this rhino, but then there's another boy behind him that's
Yeah.
even bigger.
the six-legged nightmare tiger is back there.
Yeah.
Everything, I think, like a load of things have multiple legs in this film.
Yeah.
Weirdly, the avatars don't, but like everything else has, everything else has like 6 legs, and it's no good.
No.
I just want to know on this tiger, the fight scene or like him being chased around by the tiger looks terrible. The CGI on this boy is really, really bad. It does not hold up at all.
Yeah.
Like just anything in like big motion, like the whole world looks really nice. Like all the like set dressing stuff that they've done like works for me. But any like animal that's moving around looks really janky and bad.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, it could just
It made me think like CGI, and especially the CGI in this film, is a lot like amateur magic. Like you mainly want to see it fail. You don't want to see it do well. You
Yeah.
want to figure out where it's gone wrong.
you just want to like, it's because it was like such a big part of the release of the movie. Like everything looks amazing. Like seeing this stuff is like putting like sort of bringing it down for me, making it a worse experience. But oh well.
I guess there's no way they could have marketed it being like, hey, there might be some cool CGI. Surprise yourself.
Yeah, it is like I want to like say that like a lot of it is really good. Like the dragony guys later are really good looking, I think.
Yeah.
And it's just this cat that looks terrible. Yeah, he dives off the cliff to escape this CGI nightmare, and which the water looks great that he like jumps into. I don't know if this was done like sort of Golem kind of technology where they've have the actor actually swimming around in real water or not, but I don't know. Maybe.
No, yeah. That might have been, because then, again, like, the sequel is when he really wants to get into his CGI water, so
Yeah,
the technology probably wasn't at his level yet.
possible.
So he probably just used real water and was furious about it.
I wanted to CGI the water.
I hate water. I made Titanic. I never want to go back to that
He's
thing.
inventing like a perfectly opaque green water that he can like put anything on, like it's a big green screen, but it's liquid.
Oh.
That's the
And you know he's like drinking it and then like writing new Avatar sequels.
yes, it's got really like no health benefits at all.
Yeah.
It's like drinking cardboard, but he's really into it.
He calls it his James water.
Oh no, that makes me sad. Oh no.
Oh, no, sorry. You don't have to drink James water.
Alright. I'm glad that I don't. It's a dark future. That James water is the only drink in James Cameron's Avatar future on Earth. It's the only thing left. Oh my god. So, the lunatic is on the grass is the line that plays when he's like walking around the jungle with like a pointed stick. Here, we're in brain damage, obviously.
Yeah. The lunatic is in my home because he's in the home of the Na'vi.
Homeland of the Na'vi, baby.
Na'vi, baby.
Yeah. There's like an arrow pointed at him by Neytiri.
Yeah.
But that's stopped by this weird airborne jellyfish friend.
Yeah.
who's the like.
So
They're the seeds of the sacred tree, Gareth.
yeah, got it.
It's all religion-y stuff. But these guys are pretty cool looking, like little floaty boys.
Yeah, they float nice.
Yeah.
Say a lot about them, but they float nice.
These guys, they float nice.
They sing everyone. Pink Floyd sings "Everyone You Meet," and we meet the character who's going to be our second main character.
Yeah, Neytiri, she's here.
Yeah.
She looks good. I think like her like facial animations are pretty like impressive. All the other Na'vi are a little bit like not so good, but like Neytiri, they put a lot of work into. I think.
Yeah, I'd probably also chalk a lot of that up to Zoe Saldana as well.
Yeah, like using her face as a base, you know.
Yeah, she's very good at playing people who have painted a new color. Like between
right?
this and Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, it's a bit of a bummer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, I'll allow it. Yeah. So here are your scary like jackal boys, the little like nightmare dogs. They've got little hand feet, little human hands on their feet. That's upsetting.
And they're like, did they like cover themselves in oil before they went out, or are they just naturally oily?
I think they're just naturally oily boys. It like helps them
oily boys.
helps them hunting, you know. But yeah, they're like chasing him around. That like it's very like classic nightmare attack by dogs thing, you know. But yeah, he gets saved by Neytiri right at the end of playthrough number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I say how many times this album played for us? I guess
Please do.
People could do maths and work it out. But yeah, that's playthrough 1 of 4.
Yeah, you know how like listening to like you know how most people don't even listen to full albums these days because they're so long. Like even like my commute, I never get through a full album, and I have to like then pick it up from where I was on my commute home.
Wow, yeah.
This was longer than 4 commutes.
Yeah, I can't think of an album that I've played 4 consecutive times, like before now. Like, and that's just been my day activity.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild. Like, I think I would get to, like, in any other situation, I get to, like, maybe the end of the second playthrough and be like, okay, I need to do something else. I need to go to the laundromat right now.
Yeah. My friend Keith was driving to the Coromandel, and he was like, I'm going to check out Billie Eilish, and put on Billie Eilish's album, and then had no convenient place to stop his car and had to keep listening to the album over and over again, so he might have reached 4.
Man, alright, shout outs to Keith. Let us know how you felt about that. If you listen, I don't know if you do, but yeah.
I don't think he does. He's very busy.
He's running his own Billie Eilish podcast where he listens to Billie Eilish's album over top of, I don't know, books.
Billy Eye to Eye.
Oh, nice. It's better than mine. I was thinking Bookie Eilish, which is nothing.
I feel like if we were making that, though, we would have called it Bookie Eilish.
Oh, 100%. Let us know if you want us to do a spin-off podcast, Bookie Eilish.
What's the level of that on the Patreon?
That's, what are we at, like $54?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. We'll do an episode of that anyway.
Yeah.
Bookie Eilish. Christ. Yeah, so what do we got now? It's like a little... We are exploring this bioluminescent world that is Pandora. I thought this was kind of cool, that like everything's got its own glow to it at nighttime.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's all like rave music is massively popular here.
Yeah. Well, later when you see them all like linking arms and like... I'm doing it myself, but no one can see me, even you. When they all like link arms and like slide around.
Yeah, lots of like grooving, cult-like swaying. Yeah, that it really adds to it. Fair enough. That's all I want to be doing when there's surrounded by like UV light. You know, I want to be doing some kind of swaying movements. Makes sense.
Oh yeah.
It makes sense evolutionary. Like in this, James Cameron designed this world for people to sway in. Yeah. So. Jake's like following along, his breathe is starting up. The jellyfish boys come back and they're all like landing on top of him.
Yeah.
Covering his bod. He's like he's worth
My bod's
saving.
covered.
Yeah. This is the sign from Awa, from the god Gareth.
Yeah.
Heard that he's a special boy.
This is the ickiest part of this film, is that because like obviously the white savior thing kind of comes in.
Very much so.
And the fact that he walks on in and is automatically the best at being the Na'vi and is automatically the chosen one.
Yeah. It's
Really?
messed up. Again, this is
Yeah.
like Pocahontas, like to a T. This is like has
Yeah.
the exact same problems, you know?
I suppose, this film didn't invent the problems it holds, but it doesn't...
It doesn't
What's
do
the opposite
anything
of
to fix
unventing?
them.
It doesn't unvent them.
No, they sure still are problems in this film
Yeah.
and with this film. But yeah, all these little jellyfish boys, they scatter as soon as On the Run starts, and so do I.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I gotta go.
Ah,
This is scary times.
Gotta check on that laundry.
Yeah. My next line I've written has cracked me up because it says, "Horse boys get him with a bowler," which is a crazy sentence that I've written.
Isn't that the name of your, like, hip-hop album?
Yeah. Horse boys get him with a bowler?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't wait for that.
It's pretty good. Look out for it. It's coming soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, these like dudes riding on these weird alien horses, like use like a stringed rock or whatever to like grab them and take them away. They're taking them to the big mother tree. Yeah, as On the Run ends. All the clocks go off as soon as Awa is mentioned, the god.
Oh.
Yeah, in playthrough 2. I don't think I wrote what happened with the clocks in playthrough 1, but it must have been significant.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like, Awa, they're here. In control of all the clocks, presumably. So he decides at this point that he's gonna learn from the Na'vi people, and like...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, this serves both masters back in the Earth settlement, in that like he's going to get research on these guys and get them closer with the Na'vi people for the scientists, and also get intel for the evil general man, and so he can get his expensive rocks, you know?
What does he end up gaining, though? Because he just ends up ignoring Jake Sully and, like, riding his big bulldozer in.
Yeah, I think he just wants to, like, honestly I think his motivation is to destroy this place in a, like, grand, like, showing of power that they have or whatever, and then go the fuck home or on to the next one kind of thing. He's like a warmonger kind of type, you know. I think that's his key motivation. He just wants to do badass shit. He wishes this was a Michael Bay movie so badly.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but unfortunately not. Yeah.
No.
They get going to sleep in their little cocoon hammocks, which I think is kind of a nice touch.
It's a little hammock that gives them a little hug.
Yeah.
Oh. My stupid bed isn't doing that. Yeah, you leave. Sorry.
You're yelling at your bed right now?
Yeah, and it didn't even move.
Ah, shocking. You didn't touch
Yeah.
it and it, like, lit up and then the covers went over you?
No.
Oh,
Covers are staying still.
that's a shame.
Hmm.
But
Golly.
anyway,
Us v them when he's sympathizing with the blues is what I've written.
sympathizing with the blues.
Yeah?
I don't know what that means, but he's like,
No.
he's gotta like help the boys, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got a great gig playing when he's like resolved to go back and like do all the stuff. You know, he's got to like learn their ways, and there's like weird anteater horse time here, where he's hooking up with the horses using their like really gross interlocking hair.
Yeah.
Like if we don't have any blue hanging dong, but we do have this in this movie, which I argue is worse. These like terrifying worm things, which they use to like...
Especially because we find out they use that for sex.
Yeah, so they're like banging all these animals and like, I don't know. I think it's just like a show of like interconnectedness, right? It's how they hook up to the internet that is their planet. So, but I don't know. It's unsettling, to be sure.
Yeah. I don't love it.
No, I'm not a big fan.
No.
It would be a thing stopping me from becoming an avatar myself.
Oh, yeah?
From becoming a Na'vi person, yeah. I'd be like, couldn't do the hair thing.
Yeah. Might just get a different job.
Yeah. I'd happily be one of the dudes in the mechs. I know that's another bad guy thing. Those mechs look real fun.
Those mechs roll.
Really articulate, really like they move like just like your arms do and stuff. It's great. I think that would be fun to pilot one of those. So yeah. But yeah,
Which does make me think, how much is Pacific Rim in debt to this film? Because like the idea that you have to have the special kind of brain stuff and be like linked in with someone to operate the giant mech? Like, did they just watch it and be like, be sweet if there were more mechs and less blue guys?
I don't know. I don't want to actually you too hard, but like it's like Pacific Rim plays a lot with it's basically all anime stuff, all like old Toku anime inspired stuff, all the like tropes like linking up the mind and like powering these big giant robots to fight monsters, all comes from like old Japanese anime and stories like that, you know. That's
okay.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry, Pacific Rim.
that's all right. I think I'm accepting the apology on behalf of the film. I'm a massive fan of Pacific Rim, by the way. I can't wait to do that. Yeah, I think that's a really, really fun film.
See, I think it's in the same thing as Avatar in that, like, nobody thinks about it anymore. Like, no one can name any detail.
I'd agree. There's a lot that's wrong with it. I feel like the plot isn't very good. I think it's another one of those ones that's, like, really cinematically really cool. And shot really well, I think. All the design's really interesting, but like, the plot is the thing that lets it down, and that's why people don't talk about it, I guess. Very similar problem to Avatar. I would argue it's better than Avatar, but hey.
Whoa.
It's neither here nor there. We got to get through it.
I'll tell James Cameron about that.
Alright, get him on the blow up. We're approaching the floating mountains here, over the chill vibes of Great Gig in the Sky, mate. Here.
Whoa.
They're escaping the clutches of the company's control over them, sort of, and they've moved their base here, you know, to get out of
to the Hallelujah Mountains. I think Norm
the floaty rocks.
Yeah, as he should call them.
Yeah, pretty cool. Makes no sense. Some fun fantasy shit, but I'm into it. They like even gloss over it. Like someone's like, it was explained to me, is what Norm says. He's like, it was explained to me, it's something to do with the flux vortex, and that's like the explanation for why that works. It's like, oh, cool, thanks. It's just mansplained the like whole audience and the main character. Awesome.
Which is bonkers, because you know James Cameron knows how these float.
Oh, 100%. But he wasn't like about to dive into a 10-minute explanation. I don't know.
No. Do you think he's got actual plans to make mountains float, and he's like, I'm not going to blow that material in a movie. I'm saving that for Cameron Land.
He's just drinking more and more of his green sludge. And it's just like, I'll make the mountains fly. It'd be great.
This is every universe, including all the ones where James Cameron hasn't become like the biggest director in the world.
Okay.
Every universe, he has written a full book on how Pandora works.
Oh, absolutely. It's like, it's something he was destined to do.
Yeah.
Whether or not that's good or bad is who's to say, but he was always going to do it.
Oh, yeah.
It's destined to be. So money starts up as they see the mountains and they're like going around there. And and then it's dragon time, Gareth. It's time time to get your dragon. How to train your dragon. They're called Ikran in the film. Ikran. And I think they're really cool. They're like little wyvern dudes. They've got like really like cool patterns on them. I think these guys look way better than the tiger, I think I mentioned, but
yeah,
they're flying.
Yeah, they're wise to have got the tiger out of the way quickly. And brought in dragons.
They're flying all over the place to Money's solo, and I'm into that. Yeah.
Like twice so far, Money has played when we've enjoyed the full natural splendor of this CGI world.
Yeah,
which is
true.
Pretty thematic, considering what all the human characters are after.
Yeah, they're all after a piece of that quiche, you know, trying to make that money. And
they've all heard that money's it's a gas.
Oh, so's James Cameron. I think that's his key motivator here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the dragons are all flying about, and they also say the phrase "you got this" a lot of times in this film, which I hate. You know, like,
why do you hate that phrase?
It's just like, it's one of those things that marketing people have decided that people like. They're like, man, we're all in this together. we've got this. You've got this. It happens all the time in things like Avengers, and like it's just the most pointless phrase, and it sucks to hear it.
Yeah.
I think it's been said like at this point. I think it's been said 4 times in the movie, and I hate that.
Oh wow.
It's
wow.
like, once you notice it, it's one of those things you can't take back. It's like, oh man, we got this. Anytime they're trying to appeal to like a teenage audience or anything like that.
Yeah, teenage audiences are all about having this. Aren't
Yeah,
they?
man. Whether or not you have it or not.
Yeah.
We got this.
Dang teenagers.
It's so frustrating. But yeah, we've got
what
the
they
like.
don't got is you when they've got this.
Yeah, that's damn right. They're doing.
Wow.
We've got. I'm at a pace in this movie. Let's go. Where there's a training montage of him like learning the ways of the Na'vi now, and there's like, falling down leaves and stuff. As us and them plays, which is quite nice.
This is what I don't know why I had written it there, but this is what I mean with us v them is when he's coming to sympathize with the blues.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you're beginning to see my life crumble.
I've understood. I had a series of other insane notes about me like hating the phrase "you got this" in between those two things, but we've got
this
there in
whole
the end.
podcast. We actually, listeners don't know this. We filled out a very intense form that was going to be. We're going to get 10 episodes in before this changes entirely to a James hates the phrase "you got this" podcast.
Yeah, that's the impetus for this whole thing. Absolutely, I've just been waiting. Well, I feel like honestly we've been airing dirty laundry on this podcast for a while, and just rekindling old beefs and just like, there's nothing that's
People
taboo
must
for me.
listen to this and be like, those two rage-filled dudes sitting in their bedrooms.
Yeah, man, that's the niche that we're filling that no other podcast can.
No.
Oh my god.
Nothing else on the internet is appealing to rage-filled dudes sitting in their bedrooms.
Yeah. Nothing else. Not even the phrase
Nothing
"you
else.
got this." Oh man. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
But things are improving. He's doing better and better, you know, at the training and stuff. It's going great, as classic montages tend to work. The fucking spinning creatures here. There's little like helicopter boys, little lizards. These are one of the worst evolutionary developments of all time. This fucking sucks. This must be... The life must be hell for these little lizards. It's like, they'd be...
So dizzy.
Yeah, they'd be getting dizzy all the damn time. They also don't match any other thing, like, on this planet. Like, these other things have, like, multiple legs and stuff. What's the point of having this, like, spinny back thing? They don't even get away from prey or whatever. They're just, like, spinning around. I don't know.
Yeah, do you reckon maybe it's probably going to turn out Avatar 6? Oh, these guys were never part of Pandora. They've been spies all along.
Oh, okay. They're also aliens that have come down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that'll be when it reaches... Like, the only way you can learn about them is to read all James Cameron's novels that he's written on napkins and left in, like, a series of Burger Kings.
That sounds like him for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, follow the trails of green goo.
He's stealing all the cups from the drink fountains.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
It's like, the spinny boys.
The spinny boys, they need them. The Burger King employee's like, all right, man. See you later.
Okay, Mr. Cameron.
See you next week.
Yeah. How much for this burger? $1 million, right? That's a little small amount of money to you
I'll
guys.
give you my screenplay for Avatar 6.
Oh.
Yeah. So Sigourney Weaver's here. She's looking after young Jake Sully like a mother. Because she's been through so many sci-fi films at this point. She knows how it is.
Yeah.
She's coaching him through it on one side, and then the Na'vi are teaching them their stuff, you know. Also, we didn't mention it before, but there's like another cutscene here because it references the school that Sigourney like taught at. She teaches the Na'vi stuff at a little schoolyard, and that whole thing was cut from the film. But like, it's like quite bleak, honestly. Like the weird attack on the school, but yeah.
Heck yeah.
And
she was reading them the Lorax, right?
Yeah, that was so, yeah. I think it was worth cutting just for that bit to get out of the film. Because it's like, oh, remember this? This is what the movie's about. It's like, oh, God, okay. Yeah. But now it's time for... Jake's done really well, and it's time for him to get his dragon friend.
Yeah.
He does the whole thing. He's like climbing the big tower of rocks to any color you like. The whole point of this scene is sort of undercut by the end of the movie when he completely replaces this dragon friend that he's supposed to bond for life with.
What happens to that dragon friend?
Don't
I feel
know.
like I blacked out.
Just gone. Just gone
what?
from the film. He leaps off of his dragon onto the big orange dragon later on, and that previous dragon's never seen again.
Huh.
Yeah.
That poor dragon.
Sucks for that dragon, but hey.
Yeah. It's like, hey man, I thought what we had was special.
Disposable, yeah. They interlocked their like brains and psyches together. That meant nothing to Jake.
Yeah, he has to deal with all of Jake Sully's stuff now. Like he's constantly like having flashbacks to like Nickelodeon cartoons from his childhood.
Keeps
And just
thinking
like,
his legs
I don't
don't
understand
work.
this. Yeah.
Oh my god. Poor dragon.
Oh. Yeah.
Anyway, they're climbing up the rocks. And I think this is a pretty great shot match for any color you like.
Yeah.
The like instrumentation matching the like big climb of these rocks. I'm thinking about climbing rocks whenever I hear this song. Yeah, it's like a big dragon nest, and then he's bull riding the dragon friend here, riding on his back, trying to tame him like a wild bull.
Yeah.
It's called bull riding, right? Or am I crazy? What's that called?
No, it's bull riding,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
If you're riding a bull, it's bull riding.
Yeah, okay. Like mechanical bull, but real bull. In this
Yeah,
case,
yeah.
in this case, real dragon. So
Yeah.
yeah. So he's zooming around to brain damage after this, flying around after the link is made. Another really good.
They
match
do their
for me.
mind meld, and there's someone in my head, but it's not me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice. Yeah, flying around to that, and then he's like feeling the good emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's the end of
And he
the
does
album
a
here.
sweet, sweet swoop on that last guitar chord
Yeah.
of the album.
Very good.
Yeah.
That's end of playthrough
so
too.
far, yeah, both these playthroughs have really kind of, dare I say, thematically worked. Like they've ended at these certain points that keep ending like dead on a certain beat of a movie.
Yeah, I would agree. This is like him coming like to the end of his training pretty much. Pretty
Yeah.
close to anyway. Yeah, we get in the silence we see the Tree of Souls, which is an important
Oh, yeah.
site to these people. I think they just set this up so that they have a place to go to when their home gets destroyed, honestly.
Yeah.
But like it is used later in the film to like put other people in bodies or whatever. They have their own avatar program here on Pandora,
Yeah.
apparently.
I wonder, like, again, there'll be a full novel explaining this, but
Yep.
did they, like, originally steal the, like, avataring technology from Na'vi technology?
It would be a better movie if that were true, but I don't
Yeah.
think that that's the case.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I reckon, yeah, if it was linked to them, like we stole technology from them and let's just do this thing, like that would have been a better film, I think. But hey,
But then I suppose there wouldn't have been any, they would have been like, well, we definitely can't bulldoze them to get
unobtainium.
unobtainium. Wow.
Woo! Yeah, they can't do it because
yeah.
it's on the
Oh,
rich vein. This tree, this magic tree.
Yeah.
I feel like that like it's later mentioned by the like evil guys that like you can't fucking spit for another like a meter and you will hit a magical sacred tree on this
Yeah.
planet, which feels very true. Yeah, there's a like whole hunting sequence here that's also cut for the time at time at the start of playthrough 3. I think this was cut because Neytiri says hell yeah copying Jake, and I think that's really weird.
Yeah.
Her like copying the thing that he says in English. Yeah, it's no good. Hell yeah, fucking.
And then On the Run lasts exactly for as long as Jake Sully's back in the real world.
Yeah, very true.
Chatting to people in like a lunchroom and doing, real world stuff.
Yeah, back in not Pandora, back in the base.
They do well, like, because this, even though I've never been on an army base on another planet, it had such a vibe of when you have to like eat lunch at work when it's raining. So it really does well to make the audience go like, "Oh, I hate the real world, man. Na'vi are way better."
Cafeterias suck.
Yeah.
Real world's just one big cafeteria when you could be out in the magic glowing rainforest rave world.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do.
Aw.
Yeah. So then this is we cut back to things that are in the movie, and that's the big axe-headed dragon attack.
Yeah.
He's like, they're trying to evade him. Taruk is his name, the dragon.
Yeah. Who you'll learn more about in a Cirque du Soleil
Gareth.
Avatar performance.
Gareth,
What?
I saw that Cirque du Soleil Avatar performance.
What?
Yeah, I went. I didn't tell you this at
Okay.
the top of the show, but I went to Cirque. I got tickets to Cirque du Soleil when they came to Christchurch, New Zealand. My grandparents gave me these tickets.
Yeah.
And only after agreeing to go did I find out that it was Avatar themed. The whole show. It was.
Oh, you would have been stoked.
I was stoked, Gareth. It was a crazy experience. Cirque du Soleil, fantastic performers, really good. The whole thing though was like an extended like plot. It wasn't Avatar. It was set pre-Avatar. And it was the story of Taruk Maktal, the dragon rider guy, who tamed this big dragon and was like the chosen Jesus type character, you know. And so it was just a series of like going around different tribes, and each tribe had a different performance that they did.
Okay.
And there was like a story and a plot. It was kind of like half school play, half Cirque du Soleil performance. And it was incredible. It's a wild time. There was a whole thing that you had. There was an app for the show on your phone.
What?
Yes, and you downloaded the app when you got your ticket and you went in, and you would hold up your phone in the audience, and you'd see everyone else holding up their phone, and there'd be different light effects that would happen of everyone holding their phones up. It was wild.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I've like been torn apart and put together by hearing that.
It's great. It was a really good time. I'd happily see Cirque du Soleil again, mainly because I would like to see them without the whole Avatar bent to the show. But yeah, great performance, and yeah, I'm happy I only revealed that now.
Yeah. Oh
man.
my gosh. The only way that story could have been like more great for you finding out like Cirque du Soleil, oh, don't worry, it's Avatar, is like if you're like, fine, I'll go to the opera, and they're like, hey, welcome to Magic the Gathering, the opera.
Oh my god, that would be wild. Fuck, that'd be a terrible opera. Oh my god, I would love that. Yeah,
or like, we're going to go see Shakespeare, but don't worry, all the dialogue's inaudible because we're just blasting Run the Jewels the whole time.
Oh my god. Don't tempt me. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that would be actually pretty sweet.
Yes.
That also works way too well with the like whole thing of this podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very very on brand actually. The crossover, the unnecessary crossover. Oh man, great stuff.
Oh yes.
But yeah, we get the shortened non-Cirque du Soleil version of the Taruk Maktal story in the movie.
Yeah.
Where it's explained to us that he's basically like a Jesus figure, you know. But yeah. Later on, our friend Jake Sully will become this magical savior.
Yeah.
By just doing a Hail Mary move, and that's it. It just happens. It just all works for him.
Yeah.
For no real reason. He just needs a cooler dragon.
Well, he talks to the tree before that, right?
Yep.
Maybe the tree hooks him up?
Maybe. The tree hooks him up in better ways later, so I don't know. But it just...
Yeah.
It felt shitty.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So Jake Sully goes under his big, becoming a man ceremony.
Yep. He has,
And the clocks strike when he becomes a man.
Yeah, he has, major identity crisis problems here, and that he's changed so much being with the Na'vi. He prefers that life mainly because he can walk, I think, but he much prefers that to his real life and doesn't want to go back. And then his becoming a man thing, when everyone's connecting all their hands onto him is when the clocks go off. And that's a good visual there for sure. I was into that. There's the ominous tones at the start of time here as well, when they're they're gonna connect their hair to the hair wigglies to the tree of voices and hear all the ancestors. It's a bit of ominous vibe here, and we get a creepy hair sex scene here. Really great.
Yes.
Set to time.
So this is the only scene that I know was extended for this extended edition. And I don't like it.
No, it's no good. They like pose having like regular sex as well, but it's just their hair being connected. And I think that's just to like really beat you over the head with like they're having sex, guys. We're showing you.
Yeah.
I feel like is this the most recent sex scene? Well, is this the only sex scene we've had since the very first episode, where we had like 6 or 7?
There was like a kind of passionate scene in Moon.
True. Yes.
And yeah, then everyone else has been keeping it very chaste.
Very PG.
Yeah.
Since then. So we're back.
This is also the first time we've had a sex scene like this far into a movie. We usually like the room gets them all out of the way quick.
It's true. Usually movies are over by this point as well. I'd like to point out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So they're having creepy sex, and then the bloody bulldozers come in.
Yeah, and this is when I paused and was like, "There's an entire
there's like a full
movie
hour left
coming
of
up."
this movie.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, so the bulldozer's coming, and he's not in his little pod, so he's not waking up.
Yeah,
this must be like
that was cool. That was nice and upsetting.
Yeah, this must be like quite weird for the regular Na'vi people, because these people are just like bodies. Otherwise, they're completely dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that must be upsetting to sleep beside if you're Neytiri. I don't know.
And like later on, they keep like unplugging Sigourney Weaver and Jake Sully, and like they just drop to the ground.
Deeply
and
disturbing.
Like, this again. Yeah.
Like in the Matrix, if this shit happens, you just die. And I feel like that should have happened. That should have been a plot point in this one, because it's quite unsettling. But I don't know. Yeah, when they get jacked out of the Matrix, as it were.
If wait, I don't know why I said if, but in the original script as well, the one with Norm Cheeseman, there was like a janitor or someone who worked in the cafeteria who was kind of like quite broken because his avatar had died with him jacked in. And
he just became a janitor and couldn't leave.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, man, where did you get your hands on the script? I need to find this. This is great.
So, you know how I was like, oh, no one cares about Avatar anymore?
Sure.
I dived deep. I found the Avatar wiki. I found all this stuff where people really do care about it.
Wow. Has it been updated since like 2010, 11?
No, the highest post on the Avatar Reddit is people are going to start caring about the subreddit a lot more in a few years.
Oh no. That's quite sad.
Like,
Very sweet.
Don't worry.
I hope there's a massive revival when Avatar 2 is inevitably released. Oh my gosh. I'm certain that it will come out. I just don't know if it'll come out in my lifetime. You know?
He's like films all the motion capture and he's like, but technology won't be good enough, and he like puts it in a time capsule.
Yep. He'll shoot it out into space. The only copy. Yeah.
Waiting for an alien race who want to like do the animation for him.
Yep. They have better cameras up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, my note says that the bulldozer came because they had sex in front of Awa. That's my it's divine retribution that's happening here.
Yeah.
Poor Jake Sully gets like pulled out of the pod by the general, who comes after him after seeing the he sees him on the like camera on top of the bulldozer, and then goes and gets him and pulls him out of the pod. This
is when we get a rare, like, unironic freeze, zoom in, enhance as well.
Oh, yes. Yeah, the enhance. Classic trope. Love it.
Oh, yeah.
It's here. Oh, well, I don't love it. It's not good, but it certainly is in the movie. It's the you got this of dialogue again.
Yeah.
Oh, man. There's a big discussion about the planet having its brain internet.
Yeah.
As well. And then
this is when we get some very good, like, that Giovanni, someone who plays Paceman? Was that his name?
Parker is the big boss guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get some very good, like, him being exasperated, just like, you know, like you said, you can't throw a stick or spit without hitting something.
Yeah, he's here.
Just this...
He's about to fuck everything up, and it's just like his big bad moment of the movie,
Yeah. Did you know you can buy him as an action figure?
Can you? In what what role? Or just him in this movie?
Oh, him in this movie, yeah.
Wow. That's just like a...
And he comes with a little golf club.
Oh, that's great. It's just a man in a suit action figure? Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Wow.
But, like, it's pretty versatile. You could use it to play, like, any of his other roles.
True.
As long as he wears a suit.
Yeah, it's him at his wedding and Friends. Oh, man. I can't think of many other roles that he's been in. He's been in a lot of stuff. But he always kind of plays the same kind of character.
Yeah. I forgot he was in Friends, because I was like, what is he in? And I looked at his IMDb, and I was like, oh, I guess I just know him from Avatar.
Man. I know him from Friends. As a big Friends head. I don't know. Is that what they call it? As a big friend of Friends.
Yeah, Friends friend.
Friend of Friends.
Yeah.
Yes. He's going to fuck everything up. Everyone's getting all emotional. Someone says, the general says, I'm getting all emotional. I might give you a big wet kiss.
And that's when Pink Floyd say good, goody, good bullshit.
That is when they say that, Gareth.
Yeah.
You finished my note for me. Hell yeah.
Hey. This is another proof that what we're doing is science.
Yeah. We're catching the same things here. It's great.
Yeah. I did, when I was having my laundry disaster and just, like, my day falling apart, I did briefly think, like, could I not finish this and just bluff my way through the rest of the podcast? And I'm very glad I didn't.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Because
imagine...
too. It would be like the lost episode if that happened. Like, you'd discover that I'm tricking you.
Oh, that would be kind of a grand betrayal of the podcast, honestly.
That makes me sad just talking about it.
Alright, I'm glad that didn't happen. Or has yet to happen.
Yeah.
If I choose a bad enough film, that might happen someday.
I think it's more likely I'll do that to you. Like, you'd be like, really? Magic Mike 1?
I would never do that. You can choose any film and I will watch it, Gareth.
Okay.
That's a promise.
Because we haven't set out a rule that isn't like, we could turn around and finish this and then I go like, and our next film is Avatar again.
Yep, that could happen. I'd prefer that you didn't, but I would do it.
No, same.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
The thing about it is that you have to do it yourself. So if we're using this podcast to spite each other, we are sort of screwing ourselves over like bits of our life. So I don't think that that's a very good plan.
That is a good point.
Yeah, we're mutually assured destruction here on this podcast. Anyway, we got a bit of a summary about war being shit and like war for resources mainly, you know, as a motivator. Like a lot of what modern war is about, and it's very like over the top, but you know.
Yeah, and they were like making this and writing it in the like height of the Iraq War.
Yeah, it's like we know.
Yeah,
we know what it's about, guys. God damn. Yeah, they jack in old Jake Sully again. He's like got to warn them because they trust him.
Yeah,
but he bloody betrays them instantly. Yeah, at times descending scale plays here. They're like dun 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 dun, like that.
Yeah,
that plays as they're marching towards the pod, like to put him back in. Like everyone's like heading that way, and I love that energy. Yeah, it's just like let's go. Such drama.
They say pull the trigger and like start the war during Money's guitar solo kicks in as well.
Yeah, very good.
Oh yeah.
And then we've got the choppers closing in on the tree to blow it up.
Yeah.
As us and them is playing. And then they're like gassing them out of the tree. This is like, so the rest of this movie is basically just horrific war imagery.
Yeah, right?
Like Saving Private Ryan style. Like, it's very over the top. But yeah, it's like pretty much the back half of the movie. Like the whole last hour is just war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of upsetting, like, the war.
Yeah, of course it is.
I know war's not good, but yikes.
Yeah, it takes up a large chunk of the movie, and like it also did in the theatrical cut. Like I don't think a lot of these battle scenes were cut, but it's where he's showing off. I think the whole point of the movie was building to this, where it's like I'm gonna do crazy effects, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's sure.
I'm gonna show you this whole world, and then you get to see it all fight.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, they use like everything that they've set up, like all the animals end up helping, but like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I like it. I think, and I might be completely wrong, but I feel like the human brain is still too smart and knows like, oh, this is all fake. So watching a completely CGI war, you kind of, especially after you're in the same film you've seen real people, you're like, lizard brain's just like, it can't be as invested.
Yeah, it taps you out of it quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would agree. It's just sort of watching like a video game cutscene or something. Like
Yeah, exactly. Just waiting for your turn to, play along, but
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
get that for an hour.
It never comes for like a whole hour. But yeah, so they're like all strung up at the tree, and he's like they're trying to convince the Na'vi people to like run away because they're gonna blow up the tree, and they don't listen, and then they blow up the tree. They're like shocked that happened, even though they told them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty sad. Even a lot of people die. The father of Neytiri dies here, as Any Color You Like starting up.
Like, this is very Pink Floyd, Roger Waters, like...
Yeah, exactly.
War's futile, man.
Yeah. On this playthrough of the album, this Pink Floyd feels the most at home to me.
Yeah.
On this, like, very
like, you could probably drop
outlook.
on any later Pink Floyd album as well. Like,
I'd agree, yeah.
put on... Oh, I actually really don't know what they're called. But, like, the real Roger Waters-y, like, kind of glum and, like, hey, man, the war is... That's not what he sounds like, but you know what I mean.
love that, yeah. That's
you know that Pink Floyd song, hey, man, the war is bad?
Yeah, like The Wall and things like that would fit pretty well with this as well, yeah. But yeah, they get pulled out, and Norm the Nerd, like, fucking fights. He, like, throws a punch at some soldiers.
And weirdly, it goes slow-mo, like we're watching a reality TV show.
Yes, I wanted to mention this. Like, everything's shot in slow-mo, and the color grading goes fucking wild. Everything's grey and, like, dismal. Because it's like, the horrors of war. And I'm like, fuck, this is lame. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is so silly looking.
Yeah.
Like, compared to the rest of the film. Oh, no good. No good, that part. Not just because Norm throws a punch at a fucking armed guard. But anyway, they get locked away in prison, and then Fast Eight's Michelle Rodriguez busts them out and takes them away in a helicopter. Classic Fast Eight heist happening.
Yeah. Did you know the steak line, where she's like, oh, I can't believe these tree huggers get steak, and the guy's like, they get steak? That was improvised.
Really? Incredible.
Yeah, Michelle Rodriguez, man.
Very good. Great line in the film, honestly.
Yeah.
How did they get bloody steak in space?
Space steak.
They ship those steaks from Earth.
Yeah, these cows have been in... Oh, those... I don't want to get too vegan on us, but, like, imagine being a cow that gets put into cryo-freezing, gets brought out onto this amazing magical world, but you're just there to become steak.
Yeah. Thus is the life of the cow.
Yeah, space cows.
Space cows. Shout-outs to all our space cows.
Yeah, space cows and deep fakers.
And queens and everyone.
Yeah. The Pink Floyd family.
Yeah. The Pink Floyd family. Very good.
Aww.
Yeah, so there's the wee prison break, and then they're getting on the helicopter as brain damage is playing. Yeah. This is the general, like, fucking sees them doing this, and does, like, he becomes superhuman. And just, like, goes outside and, like, is shooting them with a machine gun and then his pistol while not breathing. He's, like, in the whatever oxygen or whatever fucking ozone that is over this planet.
Yeah.
Atmosphere is what I'm trying to say. Whatever is out there, he can't breathe it, and so he's just fucking standing there, and then he, like, fires all these bullets and they get away. But then, like, someone runs out to him with a mask, and he, like, looks at it and nods and then puts it on. Like, he just only remembers then. It's like, oh yeah, I have to breathe. I was so...
humans need breath.
I was so focused on murder, I forgot until now.
Yeah.
Love it.
Although I've heard, I had a coworker who was really good at archery, and apparently, like, when you're about to fire your arrow, you should empty your lungs and have no air because it'll keep you stiller.
All right.
So maybe that's his strategy. Is like, well, if I can't even breathe the stuff in, I won't miss.
Man, I don't know. Firing a machine gun, I feel like would knock the breath out of you in general. But this guy's been, like, doing it for years, I guess. But man,
heck yeah.
Yeah, this bit alone is enough for making the general probably my favorite character, because I think that's a wild move.
This is when he stops being human and starts just
being a manifestation of evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. Poor Sigourney gets shot by this attack of the general.
Yeah.
and she's dying, and so they're going to the Tree of Souls to try and save her at the base of the tree. At the end of playthrough 3.
Yeah, there's a little glib laugh sample when she's like being all glib about like, I'm a scientist, I don't believe in miracles.
Yeah. Nice. Love it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, playthrough 3 is underlined in my notes because I can't believe that there's still so much movie left.
I know.
So he's Jake Sully wakes back up in his avatar body and he's like buried in ashes.
Yeah.
This is like the opening to the playthrough 4 as well, which works for me. Like him waking up over the screams and going into breathe of the heartbeats of the like blasted landscape of this destroyed tree.
Yeah.
Very good. And then he's like, yeah, this is where he Deus Ex Machina like tames the dragon, ditches his old dragon.
Just kind of, stops being just a dude and becomes the dude.
Yeah. Pretty good. I forgot to mention that they couldn't save Sigourney Weaver here because she succumbed to her injuries before they could put her in the Avatar body.
Yeah, but she's confirmed for the next Avatar. So
wow, maybe she'll be like a Force ghost, like in Star Wars or something. Like I imagine that's going to be the case.
Or I reckon she's going to be the voice of the tree.
Oh, that'd be cool. She'd be like she becomes the voice of Awa or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, into that.
And it could just be that classic like sci-fi, like I just used a voice you recognized.
Yeah. There we go. That one's for free. That one's on us, James. You can put that in the book. If you're listening to the podcast and scribbling furiously at the Burger King, you can do that right now. Just work that one in.
He's brought like a full desktop PC plugged in and he's listening to us on speakers, scribbling away.
Oh, man. Like, the Burger King employees are like, he's such a big star, we can't do anything.
Yeah. He's saving the entire New Zealand economy as he scribbles.
Yeah? Thank goodness.
Yeah.
So he's like, he tames the dragon and then like we cut back to the Blue Boys, our friends, doing a bit of singing and a bit of praying down at the tree, having a good time. Well, a bad time, but a good time. And then he busts in on his big orange boy. He like lands down and then he's like, here I am. Look at me, I'm great. Natiri's stoked. She says, I was afraid for my people and I'm not anymore because he's got a great dragon. And the line, don't be afraid to care.
Yeah.
It happens here. It's like, wow. All right. Great.
And like there's a big guitar kick in when like they first see him and he's like hit by the light.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not being afraid to care.
He's not afraid. Not afraid.
Oh yeah.
So we get the clocks happen for the 4th time.
Yeah.
Here they are. Over an inspiring speech.
Yeah.
By Jake Sully.
I switched from laptop to TV to watch this part, and like the clocks were going off, and my flatmate, who probably I don't think had heard of Avatar, so definitely hadn't heard of like Pink Floyd, was just like quietly cooking in the kitchen. I was just like, what does he think my life is?
Oh well,
because this might be another reason people don't talk about it, is because even if it's good, something feels really embarrassing about it.
Oh yeah, it's way over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're so blue.
Yep. Yeah. You've just gotta, by this point, if you're not invested, you're never gonna be, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, if your flatmate decided to start watching here, it would have been the worst possible decision he would make.
Yeah.
Yeah, no good.
We got to get him to a cinema in 2009.
That's the only way he could get any content. Yeah. Or into a performance by Cirque du Soleil. That's the only access point in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're like...
I slept through my chance to go to Cirque du Soleil.
What?
In Las Vegas. I had a nap, and then by the time I woke up, there was going to be no chance of me getting to the other side of town for Cirque du Soleil.
Oh, Gareth. Oh, no. So you would have seen...
That was a good nap.
You would have... Oh, better been. You would have seen them when you were in Vegas, you said.
Yeah.
Because they're like residents.
I don't know if it was the Avatar one, though. It might have just been regular Cirque du Soleil.
Maybe. I honestly don't remember what it was that the Avatar show played, but yeah, years ago. Anyway. Yeah, we're flying off into the sunrise to gather the troops. Gareth, here we go. We're prepping for war. We're getting all the different tribes. They're all variations on the same thing. Different tribal tats, as you do. Fucking the humans call. They get they're having a speech of their own, and they're getting really horny for fucking desecration of this culture.
They're so horny for it.
It's gross.
It cuts to two bros nodding and going, yeah, in the subtitles.
Screw them. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. It sucks.
Again, taken over by the general's ideology of just pure evil. It's forget what we're here for. Forget resources. We just want to screw these guys. Yeah, pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Jake Sully consults the tree for guidance here at the tempo change in time, is what my notes say.
Oh, yeah.
He's tapped in with his creepy hair.
Just having a chat.
Having a wee pray and a wee sway, as you do. Yeah. And we get...
And yeah, Neytiri's what are you... You're talking to a tree? And he's like, hey, it's worth a shot.
Yeah, as you do. This ends up being great, but alright. Great gig in the sky now as the people, both sides are mobilizing for war. We get the I'm not frightened of dying mantra at the start of this. As everyone's rolling out. Yeah, going into battle.
Oh, yeah. Then for me, it's just a big blur, this battle.
Yeah, same.
I don't know.
My next notes are just things happening. I've got mech boys dropping in, and then horse boys charging. That's what I've got written down. And then
a lot of boys back in town.
Oh, mate, they're all these boys. They're going at it. They're bloody fighting each other like it's crazy. They can't stop. It's part of war, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
They've got written money is playing as they are attacking on land and in the sky. There you go. It's just...
A missile hits to him saying it's a hit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I like that. I didn't catch that one, but I'm into it.
That's sort of my only sync for ages.
Yeah, same. Neytiri's dragon gets killed. The son of the chief, gets shot.
Yeah.
And is dying. He gets to do a wee speech thing later. They're gonna drop a big bomb on the Tree of Souls.
Yeah.
Later on, someone gets wedged between this bomb and a secondary bomb that they have inside the drop ship. And I think that's a really rough way to die.
Yeah.
Just crushed between two bombs.
You're not even getting to see them explode.
Ah, man, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the forest creatures come up and help attack.
Oh, yeah.
Awa's been listening in, and the rhinos are running in. The fucking dragons are all flying in. The creepy hand dogs are here, covered in oil. Everyone's here. Neytiri gets to ride on the back of the bad CGI tiger.
Yeah.
What a blessing that is.
For us, the audience.
Yeah. Woo.
The best CGI in the film meets the worst CGI in the film.
Yeah. The general gets more badass moments. He doesn't even notice that his fucking arm's on fire when the ship gets attacked.
Yeah.
Jake, he just casually he jumps inside a mech and then he's like, oh shit, my arm's on fire, and puts that out.
Oof.
Yeah, and then
nothing on the outside, nothing on the inside of that guy.
Nah, man, he jumps out of the thing and then fights the tiger after a big explosion. The line, what's the fighting all about, happens.
Yeah.
And Jake's now battling the mech person because Neytiri's tiger gets killed and is wedged her down. Oh man, that's so silly. He's we get a little Street Fighter fight of the mech versus our friend. Yeah, pretty silly.
Yeah.
He gets multiple arrows shot in him, the general, and then he dies.
Yeah.
That's how he goes down. He takes 3 massive arrows to the chest.
Yeah.
Before dying.
And he's also signed up for the next film somehow.
What?
Yeah.
What? How?
What I'm hoping is someone from his side stole the Avatar technology and he comes back as some sort of off-brand Avatar.
Oh, he's a baddie avatar.
Yeah,
Oh
or
my
like a green one or
God.
something.
I love that.
Or he's like in like the big axe-headed dragon.
What?
He's like a weird avatar of that.
He's
Not
in-
the one.
He's in
but
Taruk.
like a one.
He's in
Yeah,
a
that'd
robot
be so
Taruk.
sweet.
Oh my god, it writes itself, James.
Yeah.
It's easy. All these are freebies for you,
Yeah.
mate. Oh man.
Just what do we want? Just maybe give us the credit.
Give us $55 to our Patreon goal,
Yeah.
and our
Maybe put us in as humans,
Yep.
but we get to say something real cool like, oh man, let's get it avatared. Like started.
I don't like that. I want us to
neither.
be sneaking a cow back to Earth.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Here we go.
Come along, Bessie.
We're,
oh,
we're
look,
fucking
alien
like
fighting.
we're like cattle rustling in space. You know
Yeah.
that's what we're up to.
There's a lasso coming down from a spaceship, and this cow just going.
Yep, and then we fucking fly back to Earth. Off
Oh
we
yeah.
go.
See you in 5 years, car.
There's a post-credit scene when we actually reach Earth, and we just like drop the cow in the field, and then we go like 5 more years back to Pandora.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We're making $50 per car.
yeah, poor Jake's like dying. He's like, his little pod's been cracked by Mech Warrior General here, and
Yeah.
he's suffocating, and he can't get the respirator. But Nateri comes in and saves him in his little human form. It's really jarring seeing like one of these big blue people carry a little human.
It's kind of like I think it must have been jarring on purpose because I quite liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it kind of freaked
I
me
thought It was
out.
kind of sweet.
It was like,
Yeah,
because,
absolutely.
because I'm so used to seeing the blue people among the blue people in context. I was just like, oh, all right, this is weird. But yeah.
I did love that they're like 10 feet tall. I thought that was really neat.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
Why not? And they've got like carbon fiber bones or something crazy.
Yeah, that was just thrown in there.
Yeah, that's extra. They're tough to kill, is what the general
Yeah.
says. Oh man, so silly. Yeah, we get brain damage playing as we return to the chief's son. He's dying. He
Yeah.
wants to make Jake the leader. He's like, "Oh, you're the best. I'd fought alongside you, and he wants to put an end to my suffering, you know." And so like Jake like stabs him like he's done the when he was hunting and stuff like that. And that when he stabs him is where we get the line, "I'll see you on the dark side of the moon."
Oh yeah.
And brain damage. Pretty enjoyable.
It suddenly gets very economical.
Yeah.
For the beginning and the end, it like zooms through.
We're wrapping up as fast as we can, yeah. The humans
Yeah.
are getting sent back home. They're like all marching along to the little spaceship. And we see old mate, action figure friend here. He's
Yeah.
he's walking along and they like,
Looking remorseful.
yeah, he'll be back in Avatar
Oh, yeah.
2. Guaranteed.
Oh,
He's
definitely.
got plans for that unobtainium, Gareth.
He loves it.
Yeah.
He just wants to obtain it.
Yeah. It's unobtainium. You'll never get
Oh
it.
yeah.
Eclipse is here. We're at the end of the movie, Gareth. And we've got
Yeah.
Eclipse playing over the last video log. They're putting him in the little Navi body. Everyone's grooving to Eclipse.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's-
That is how you would dance to Eclipse,
Yeah,
by the way.
totally.
Paint yourself blue, cross your legs, sway around.
Hundreds of your closest mates around you. Everyone's
Yeah.
swaying in time to Eclipse. Like we're doing a bit of a summoning ritual. That's the preferred method.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the little seeds for the little jellyfish seed boys are landing on the body. Is that
yeah.
as the album
They're
ends?
just trying to help.
Yeah, and fucking the eyes snap open and we get the title card at the exact end of the 4th playthrough of Dark Side of the Moon, Gareth.
That's beautiful, eh?
Yep. Cut to credits
Oh.
over silence.
Yeah.
Wild. That's it.
Oh my gosh. That is it.
Oh my god, four complete playthroughs of an album.
Yeah.
And then
My entire Sunday and your like normal reasonable amount of a Sunday.
yeah. It's true.
When you text me like, hey, I'm all finished, let me know when you're ready to record, and I was like barely into it somehow. I
Oh
was like,
no.
how did he do this?
I'm a wizard, man. I'm a wizard of time.
Yeah.
I think it's because we stopped recording and I was like, I've got nothing to do, man. I'm just gonna immediately start watching this thing. If I don't
Yeah,
start
and
now,
you've got-
I'm never gonna start.
I think that was exactly it. And you've got like a better work effort as well. You were just like, sit down, get this done, get all my notes. Whereas I was like,
No breaks.
spaced out, lost in the streets of all my dirty, wet sheets.
Look at what happens. It's a cautionary tale.
Yeah.
Do your homework if you've got any. All right. That's the lesson.
Don't end up like me.
Yeah, this is the lesson of the podcast. God
Don't
damn.
eat sweets until after like 5 p.m.
Yep, man, all the fucking like parental teachings coming back at the end. Crazy. The morals of Avatar. Oh my god. All right. What's your rating, Gareth? What are we at? How did you feel after that insane experience?
Well, you remember when we talked about Pikachu's Vacation, and we're like, it's so short that you give it more of a benefit of the doubt because any sync is taking up like a full bigger chunk of the movie.
I remember.
And then this is so long that like big syncs really don't seem to be as important.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Just because like there's so much extra in and around these syncs that they feel lesser. Yeah, for sure.
But we also can't... There can't be a sliding scale for that, because if James Cameron was trying to make this film to sync, he would have known that, and he would have, like, trimmed it down or something to make these syncs really pop.
That's maybe true. He did go for the fucking... I respected the hell out of him for going for the full 4 complete plays. Like, it's a perfect... Like, that sync at the end is perfect. Like, it aligns with the end of the 4th play dead on. So he knew what he was doing in terms of the extended cut, right?
Yeah.
The theatrical,
and you can't argue that like floating in space is very Pink Floyd-y, like cool CGI, beautiful nature, very Pink Floyd-y. Mm-hmm. Like there's an entire layer that we didn't even address of just vibes.
Yeah.
Sinking in very well.
For sure.
So maybe this is. Maybe this is an 8.
Woo! Yeah, alright.
Yeah?
I like that.
How do you feel?
No, I think that's pretty accurate, honestly. They're like, they're like, as you say, lots of good syncs, and like the fact that it like fully aligned is pretty. Like, that's a big one. Yeah, I'm happy with an 8 for that. Very good. Very good is the sticker that I'm putting on that one.
Yeah.
On your podcast homework.
Very good.
Very good.
Little smiley sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. Awesome.
I do have one little segment I want to bring you.
Oh my gosh, okay.
So this is actually a quiz for you, James.
Oh shit, okay.
I'm going to tell you things and you're going to tell me if they're on the extended Blu-ray of Avatar.
Oh, like special features?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay, so true or false, right?
Yes, true or false.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay. Over 1,850 images in 16 themed galleries.
True, that's on there.
Correct.
Too specific to not be true. What?
Okay. Pandorapedia, a comprehensive guide to Pandora.
I don't know if it would have that name. Did Wikipedia exist in 2009?
Heck yeah.
Encyclopedias did. So I'm going to say true for that one too.
Correct.
Yeah, 2 for 2.
Okay. A special birthday present animation for James Cameron of him as a Na'vi.
False.
Correct.
I would love that to be true.
Security footage of James Cameron getting the idea for Avatar.
Security cam footage of him getting the idea.
Yeah, it doesn't go any deeper. They're just his security cam footage.
Okay. I want to say that's false as well.
Yeah, that's false.
Okay, I love that idea too. Just like him in the Burger King.
Yeah, he buys security footage because he's like, this is the moment. This has to go on my Blu-ray.
This is when it happened.
Okay, and finally, lyrics to 5 original songs by James Cameron.
Oh, 100% true.
Correct.
Yes! All 5.
You're good at this.
Mate, I don't even have the fucking Blu-ray in front of me. Imagine. Oh,
well
God.
done.
I think I own the DVD somewhere, but like...
Oh, yeah?
But I don't... I wouldn't be able to... I can't believe I got 5 for 5. So proud of myself. I was prepped by Cirque du Soleil, and every part of my life has led up to this moment, so... Yeah.
This is going on your CV.
Yeah. James nailed the quiz. Ask me about Avatar, is what it says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So all that's left now is for choosing our next film.
That's right. What do you got? What's happening?
Well, so Dark Side of the Moon, right? It's a lot about like the inner turmoil and escaping your demons. You know, there's like someone in my head, but it's not me. These demons are just, no matter what they do, like they're 8 albums in, they can't escape these demons.
Oh man,
and you can run, you can be on the run from your demons.
Yeah.
But what if your demons on wheels? That's right. We're watching 2008 Speed Racer.
Oh my god, that's the Wachowski movie, right?
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Wachowski sisters.
I've not seen this movie, but I really want to, so I'm quite excited for this.
Oh, no way. Yay.
Awesome. Oh, demons on wheels. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
I love me some demons.
And some wheels.
And some wheels. Until then,
oh my gosh.
Let's go.
Yeah. Well, until then, thank you for listening to this, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pink Floyd.
Yeah. I've been Gareth Blackler.
I've been James Barron.
And we'll see you on the dark side of Pandora.
On the dark side of Pandora. Oh, Pink Floyd admit.